the other interest in amateur TV, as far as you're concerned, is slow scan television. You've been doing that for quite a while, actually, and you've revived it, shall we say, as far as you're concerned.
Yeah. Well, my first original Watergo was the same as everybody else, with long persistent tubes and that sort of thing. And with the advent of the digital side that everybody sees these days, typical board, BATC members would know that one. That's the transmit side on the digital, not showing the memories, contained in this black box here, and I don't think you need to talk very much more about that.
That's the
that's
BATC.
BATC one,
which is an RCB, whatever you.
What I did in there, because of the resolution is limited by memory effectively, and the opportunity to store in the memory, meant the upgrade had to be considerably greater to go to dimensions that I would like to see. The ability to be able to send circuit detail information to somebody else.
Right.
Swap information, in other words.
Right.
And in the process of looking at this, I came across some information which suddenly spurred me on to have a try it. The old way we used to do with the sampler camera. That was the sort of thing that really buzzed before digital came in.
Mm-hmm.
So I built a sampler camera circuit, and this was my experimental circuit, which is much larger than it need be. But the quality of pictures out of that exceeds that of the digital system, right?
Right. You've got no limitations, I suppose, in that
well,
sense,
the limitations are in...
or less limitations.
You know, effectively they're in similar ways to the digital, except that the store of the information, that left me with the opportunity of not to be confronted with, say, pixel sizes and things like that, right?
You're not given with any memory, yes.
It was impossible to tell after this, other than the pictures received on the digital system were very good, to see how far I really could go.
Mm-hmm.
And the thought came to me that pity I hadn't kept an old slow scan system with a long persistent tube and stay analog and look at it in that particular way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remembered that I had a tube, a long persistent tube, which I carried around from house to house over many years, which I bought in the 50s. And it's up there now, we can't really get that down from there to stay there. It's a bit heavy. I suppose we could anyway if you wanted to look at it in the end.
Right.
I cheated somewhat in it because I've used 741s and things like that. I didn't stick strictly to the old way of doing it, whereas this has, even to PNPs and what have you, in transistors in there.
Right.
That was a means to an end, so the faster I built it, and the more effective that I built it, the better opportunity I would have of seeing this performing against that.
Mm-hmm.
So in 8-second mode, because the persistence of the tube is a P7 phosphor, you can actually see a picture in 16 seconds, you switch all the lights out and what have you, and hang on to things, but 8 seconds is about its limit. It did in fact prove that I was actually generating better pictures than I could see on the digital system because of the limitations that we talked about.
Right.
In today's slow scan, the use of modern computers and their ability to store considerable information, put color onto it, and all this business, have enhanced the pictures tremendously.
Yes.
So this is not advocating that everybody goes back to this, but it's saying, out of sheer interest, how good was it in those days?
Right.
How much better it would have been had we had some of the things in those days, even if we didn't have the full digital setup to assist us on doing it. So that's what that is. It could all be built on half that size there.
You're using printed circuit boards there?
Yes.
Which you produce yourself?
Yes.
You drew and did everything yourself on it?
That whole thing there is a modulator, right?
I see.
Now, I thought I'll stick strictly within the meaning of the way that we did it, you know, on modulators. That's inductance there. we used to be able to buy the old teleprinter 88 micro
yes.
things, right? But not around here, so I had to adapt and use what I had in conjunction with the necessary capacity to make it work in the way that it should be.
Right.
Little cheap as a 741,
Yeah.
right? That's merely to give me my output, that's all.
Yeah.
So that I could raise the output where I wanted it.
Everything else basically is...
Everything else is as the early type things were done. With numerous modifications which go on and on and on.
Thing is, you've got an RS transformer there. That should have been radio spares, Scott.
Yes, yes. Well, I said the power supply is nothing more than a power supply. So that's the reason. So you can see that the whole thing could be brought down considerably in size, because the modification to the camera is so simple.
Mm-hmm.
And the changeover, you don't lose this fast scan thing and switch from one to the other very quickly. So you can do all your setup in fast scan. You can set it up in fast scan,
Right.
and when you have whatever it is you want to put on there, you switch it.
All right, right.
Problems being, of course, whereas we snatch a frame these days so that the movement isn't a problem. You sit in front of the sampler one, and you've got to stay there for 8 seconds. But as regards captions and things like that, and what I'm working to is to get a useful information thing from it. I'm not really interested in sending a picture of me or that, but I am very interested in sending a picture of a circuit I may be thinking about to somebody else who is interested, where I can't get at them with